Hello and welcome to this full body yoga flow for mixed levels. In today's practice, we'll be doing a little bit of everything to work on strength, flexibility, balance, and coordination. I will offer options in the majority of poses so that you can make the practice more accessible. When you are ready, we'll begin in child's pose at the back of the mat. You can either keep the knees together or open them wide. Then walk the hands forwards, lower yourself down. And you can either rest the head on the mat or rest the head on a block or a blanket if that's more comfortable. Start to deepen your breath. And take the next few moments here to tune in with your body. Reach the arms as far forwards as you can to feel a stretch from your fingertips, down your arms, down the sides of your torso, all the way to your tailbone. Pause here, take a full breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. 2 more breaths like this. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Final time, inhale. Exhale. Come up into a kneeling position. You can bring the knees together if they're out to the sides. Interlace your fingers, clasp your hands together, start to roll out your wrists. You can isolate this movement to the wrists to begin. And then start incorporating the arms and the shoulders. Shake out your hands all together, rest the hands on the knees, then lower the chin to the chest. With an inhale, draw the chin to the right shoulder. As you exhale, roll the chin to the left shoulder. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. A few more times, moving in synchronization with your breath. And bring the head back through center. And open the eyes if they're closed. Come into tabletop. Set your hands and your knees. Then keeping the fingers on the mat, lift the palms of your hands up and then down. You can start this as a slow movement. And then you could begin to pick up the pace. And I find it's easier to bring the knees a little bit closer if you're struggling with the balance. Start to pick up the pace even more so it becomes a really rapid movement. And then slow it down. Lower the heels completely. Tuck your toes. Hover your knees off the mat. Draw the navel to the spine. Look down to relax the head and neck. Take an inhale here. With your exhale, swing the knees to the right to twist. Keep the hips low, keep the knees low. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, twisting right. If you do need to modify here, the left knee could come down. Inhale through center. Exhale, twisting left. If you're modifying this time, right knee could be down. Inhale through center. Final time. Exhale to twist right. This time you could challenge yourself by reaching the right arm up. Open the chest. Inhale, center. Exhale, twisting left. This time, left arm could reach up as you open the chest. Inhale, back through center. Lower the knees down. Arch your spine. Gaze forwards for cow pose. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine for cat. Inhale as you arch. Drag the hands back. Draw the chest forwards. Exhale as you round. Lifting the back of the heart. A few more times, moving at the pace of your breath. And next time you find your back bend, tuck your toes. Inhale and send the hips back to the heels. Exhale, round the spine, ripple forwards. We'll add in a little progression now. Inhale, move back, lift the knees, push up into a half downward dog. So we're not going quite all the way there just yet. Exhale, ripple forwards, bringing shoulders over wrists, knees come back down to the ground. Inhale, arch your spine. This time, lift the knees, lift the hips, push up to down dog. Exhale, ripple forwards to a high plank, knees come down. Inhale, arch your back, move back to down dog. Exhale, ripple forwards to a high plank, lower the knees down. One more time, inhale, move back. Exhale, ripple forwards and pause in your high plank. Pressing the floor away. If the hips are piking up here, tuck your tailbone, draw the hips down. Then with your next exhale, rock forwards, lower down through chaturanga, keeping the elbows close to the side of the ribs as you lower down. Inhale to lift the chest into cobra, so hands stay close to the lower ribs. Roll the shoulders back, draw the chest forwards. Exhale, push back to down dog. Pausing for the next 5 breaths here. So you could stay in stillness or you could find whatever movements help you to feel into the body. Good. Looking to the top of the mat, you can hop, step, or jump forwards to find forward fold. In this forward fold, keep the knees bent, then slide the hands under your feet and bring the toes right up to the creases of your wrists. Give the toes a little wiggle to massage the hands and the wrists, and let your upper body hang over your legs so that the spine can round, chin can relax to chest. Release your hands with an inhale, roll up to stand. Relax the shoulders, turn the palms to face forwards and focus the gaze ahead of you for Tadasana, mountain pose. 3 rounds of sun salutation to get warm. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, this time you could take cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause for a breath in. With your exhale, hop, step, or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to stand up, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale, relax arms by your side, returning to Tadasana. 2 more rounds, a little quicker. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale to downward dog. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, hop, step or jump forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to stand up, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale, relax arms by your side. Final round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, hop, step or jump forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to stand up, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale to relax arms by your side. Then hug the right knee into your chest, keeping the gaze focused on one spot to help with the balance. Then keeping the knee lifted, bring hands to prayer. Slowly send the torso forwards as you extend the leg back, coming through warrior three. Lower the back foot down and reach the arms up. Inhale for high lunge. Option to stay in high lunge, or you could turn out the back foot and ground the heel for warrior one, keeping the hips square to the front of the mat. Then interlace the fingers, point the index fingers to the sky, and look up to challenge your balance. Come back to your breath. Lift the back heel if you're in warrior one. With your next exhale, twist to the left, open the arms into a T shape. Squeeze inner thighs together to help with the balance. If it does become too much, back knee could come down. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat or a block. Left arm reaches up as you turn the chest open for revolved side angle, gazing up at the left fingertips. With your next exhale, roll onto the outer edge of the back foot. And you can either heel toe left foot into side plank or pick up the foot and place it there. If the hips are starting to sink down, lift them up. Press through the right hand. Keeping the breath steady. With your next exhale, come to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale to downward facing dog. Pausing for a breath in. Exhale, hop, step or jump to the top of the mat. Fold all the way forwards here. And then round the spine, roll up to stand. Relax the shoulders. And focus the gaze ahead of you. Hug the left knee into the chest. Just pausing a few moments here to find your balance. And keeping the leg lifted, bring hands to prayer. Slowly send the torso forwards as you extend the leg back, coming through warrior three. And then lower the back foot down, reach the arms up, inhale for a high lunge. Option to stay here, or you could turn out the back foot, ground the heel for warrior one, keeping the hips square to the front of the mat. Interlace the fingers, point index fingers to the sky, gaze up to challenge the balance. Coming back to a steady breath here. If the back heel is grounded, lift the heel. With an exhale, twist to the right, open the arms into a T shape. Squeeze inner thighs together to help with the balance. If it does become too much, Lower the back knee down. With the next exhale, left hand comes down to the mat or a block, right arm reaches up. Keep turning the chest open to the right for revolved side angle. Roll onto the outer edge of the back foot. You can either heel toe right foot into side plank or pick up the foot and place it there. If the hips are sinking down, lift them up. Keep pressing through the left hand. Pause here. Hold for an inhale. With your exhale, come back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high and open out the hip. And start to circle that ankle, go a few times clockwise. And then anti-clockwise. Sweep the leg out to the right side like you're drawing a half circle. And sweep the leg as far forward as you can. Heel toe the foot in between the hands. Open out the back foot, come up to find warrior two. Relax the shoulders, reach the arms apart. And at the same time, drag the heels towards one another to engage inner thighs. Straighten the front leg. With an inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, lower the right hand down to the leg or to a block. And reach the left arm up. Turn the chest open for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Continue dragging the heels together to engage the inner thighs. Turning the chest open, gazing up to the left fingertips. Inhale, lift back up, return to warrior two. Then turn out the back foot, bend the knee, and sink the hips down for goddess, bringing the arms into a cactus position. If the knees are starting to roll in, then keep them opening out. You could always adjust your feet if you need to bring them closer together. Slowly lift the hips up. Bring the feet in parallel. Then hinging from your hips, fold forwards. Hands could stay on the hips here, or they could come down to the mat as you fold. If headstand is in your practice, you could work into tripod headstand here or supported headstand, creating a cradle with the hands to rest the back of the head in. Then shifting way into the head as you lift the legs, either staying in a straddle position or finding any other variation of headstand that is accessible to you. Focus on pressing through the hands or the forearms, depending on which variation you're in, to help take the pressure off the head. And slowly coming out of headstand now if you're there. With an inhale, lift halfway. Turn to face forwards, turning the feet, and step to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg will lift, open out the hip, and circle out the ankle. Go a few times clockwise. Few times anti-clockwise. Then sweep the leg out to the left side like you're drawing a half circle. Sweep as far forwards as you can and heel toe the foot in between the hands. Spin the back foot open, come up to find warrior two. Reaching the arms apart, relaxing the shoulders, dragging the heels together. Steady your breath here. And straighten the front leg with an inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, lower left hand down to the leg or a block. Reach the right arm up, turn the chest open for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Continue drawing the heels together. You want to feel almost like the kneecaps are lifting up towards the hips, engaging the legs. Then gaze up to the right fingertips, come back to your breath. Inhale, return to warrior two. And spinning the back foot open, bend the knee, sink the hips down for goddess, cactusing the arms. If you need to make any adjustments with how wide your feet are apart, you could always scooch them in together. Again, if the knees are starting to roll in, keep them opening out so knees are over ankles. Good, then straighten the legs. Turn the feet to face forwards and step to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high, keeping the hips square this time. Exhale as you bring knee to nose. And press the floor away to create space to step the foot between the hands. Lower the back knee down for low lunge and sink the hips down. Reach the arms up, inhale. And you can either keep the arms reaching up or you could bring hands together in prayer and bend your elbows so your hands start to reach back behind you, encouraging the chest to open. Good. Lift the hips. Rest the right hand on the knee and left hand will reach back. If you have sensitive knees, place something underneath the back knee. And then lift the foot to catch it. This might be challenging enough. If so, stay here. If you'd like to take it further, start to draw the foot in towards you. Then spin your hand so that the fingers face forwards and you can press the heel of the hand into the top of the foot. Focus the gaze ahead of you to help with the balance. And then slowly release, spinning the hand back if you're there, lowering the foot with control. Use your fingertips on the mat for support as you lift the back knee. Then shorten your stance and straighten the legs to find pyramid. So heels are grounded, feet are hips width. You can either stay with the chest up or fold forwards. And if you're quite comfortable in the balances there, start walking the hands back towards your back foot. Relax your chin to your chest. Maybe you could even bring your forehead towards your leg. If you walk the hands back, walk them forwards in front of your foot. Shift weight into the front foot, lift the back leg. Then keep the right hand either on the mat or on a block. Left hand will reach up to catch your foot. This might be as far as you take it, just trying to catch hold of the inside of the foot. If you're feeling confident here and you'd like to work towards sugarcane, start pressing the foot into your hand like you're trying to kick the leg back up. Come back to a steady breath as we pause here. Slowly release, coming out with care. Remove any props and step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high, keeping the hips square. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Push the floor away to create space to step the foot in between the hands. Lower the back knee down for low lunge. Now might be a good time to pad the knee if you have sensitive knees. Then reach the arms up. And you could either stay here or bring hands to prayer and bend the elbows like you're reaching for something behind you. Encouraging the chest to open as you sink the hips down and forwards. And lift the hips back up. Place the left hand on the knee for support. Right hand will reach back to catch your foot. This may be as far as you'd like to take it. If so, stay here. If you'd like to go further, start drawing the foot in towards you, spinning the hands so fingers face forwards, and you can press the heel of the hand into the top of your foot to help you draw the foot closer to you. And coming back to your breath as we hold this here. Slowly release. Then use your fingertips on the mat for support as you lift the back knee and shorten your stance to set up for pyramid. So feet are hips width, legs are straight, heels are grounded. And you can either keep the chest lifted or you could fold forwards. And if you're quite comfortable in pyramid, start walking the hands back towards the back of the mat. Relaxing chin to chest, seeing if you can bring the forehead closer to the leg. And lifting the chest, walk the hands forwards if they aren't already. You can place the left hand on the mat or on a block. Shift weight into the front foot as you lift the back leg. Right hand will reach to catch the foot. And you can either work towards just seeing if you can catch hold of the inside of the foot. Or if you'd like to work all the way into sugarcane, start pressing the foot into your hand, like you're trying to kick the leg back up. Coming into sugarcane. Pausing here, come back to your breath. Then slowly release with care. Move any props out to the side and step to plank. Pausing for breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down, all the way to your belly this time. Untuck the toes, relax the arms by your side. Then start by lifting both legs. This may be enough, if so, stay here. If you'd like to come to full locust, then lift the chest and arms. Focus the gaze ahead of you and steady your breath as best you can. Trying to lift the legs, arms and chest, using the strength in your back. Good. Slowly lower down. Make a pillow with your forearms. Rest your head. If there's any lower back sensitivity, you could wiggle the hips side to side. Sometimes this really helps. Then press up into tabletop. Keep the hips over the knees, walk the hands forwards, sink the chest down to puppy pose. Just letting the heart sink down to the mat, either resting the chin or the forehead on the mat. If you'd like a little more here, tent the fingers. You may be able to access more space this way. Come back to tabletop and press up to downward facing dog. Cross the right leg over the left. And then lower the knees down to the mat like you're in a cross-legged tabletop. Open the feet wide to create space behind you and sit back into that space. If this is not feeling so kind for the knee that is underneath, you could straighten the leg. And you have the option to rest the hands on the knees or to reach the left arm up and bend the elbow, reaching the hand down your back. And reach the right arm down and bend the elbow to reach the hand up your back, to draw the hands towards one another, to come into Gomukhasana, our cow face pose. Then gazing ahead of you, start to slow down the breath here as the practice begins to shift gear. Release the arms if they're bound behind you. Straighten the leg that is on the bottom and draw the right leg in closer to you. Then wrap the left arm around the leg, place the right hand behind for support, and twist to the right. Try to keep your head in line with your tailbone so you're not leaning back. With each exhale, roll the right shoulder back, twist, gaze over the right shoulder. Release the twist. We'll take a brief counter twist to the left. So place the hands by the left side, turn the chest to the left, gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale here. And exhale. Swing your legs around, come back to tabletop. And press up into downward dog. Cross the left leg over the top of the right. Then lower the knees down to a cross-legged tabletop. Open the feet wide to create space. Sit back into that space. If it's not feeling so good for the leg that is on the bottom, keep that leg straight. Then option to rest hands on knees. Or this time, reach the right arm up, bend the elbow, draw the hand down the back. And draw the left arm by your side. And as you bend the elbow, the hand will reach up. See if you can bring the hands together, but it's okay if not. You could hold onto your clothing. Then focus the gaze ahead of you. Come back to your breath. Release the hands if they're bound behind you and straighten the leg that is underneath. Bring the leg that is on top closer to you. The right arm will wrap around the leg. The left hand will come behind for support. Try to keep the head in line with the hips as you twist to the left. Release the twist and counter to the right. Place the hands by your side. Turn the chest to the right. Gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale. Straighten both legs and come and lie down on your back. As you lie down, hug the knees into the chest. Take a gentle rock side to side. An option to keep the knees together, or you could open them wide. Continuing to rock side to side. There's also the option to catch the feet for happy baby. And releasing hold of the feet if you're in happy baby. Straighten the legs to make your way into Shavasana. Just letting the feet roll out to the side. Relaxing the shoulders down the back. Settling in for these final few moments of stillness. Deepen your breath. And as you bring your awareness back, start to move your fingers and toes. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. With an inhale, reach the arms overhead. Find a full body stretch. And exhale, hug the knees into your chest. Roll onto your side. It's taking a moment or two here to adjust. When you're ready, join me back in a seated position. Just keeping the eyes closed for now. Relax the shoulders down the back. Sit up tall. We'll finish by taking a deep breath in. A long sigh out. And open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I hope that you enjoyed this practice, and I'll see you next time.